We have team coverage of the tragedy here on the CBS 6 News at noon. Bree Season will tell you how Virginia lawmakers are reacting. But first, Cameron Thompson is live in Chesapeake outside the Walmart. Cam.
Yeah, and Rob, as you might expect, this place still surrounded by police tape and investigators from the local, state, and federal levels. And right behind me, actually, you see this mint green car. When we just arrived here on scene, police were actually setting up some police tape around that car itself, likely having some connection to last night's deadly shooting. And the police chief for the city of Chesapeake saying they will likely be out here for days piecing together what happened.
You hope a day like this never comes.
At a Wednesday morning news conference, Chesapeake officials called Tuesday night shooting at a Walmart that left 6 dead a senseless act of violence.
I know it pains all of us to be together today on this day of incredible tragedy and unimaginable sadness.
Police say the first 911 call came in at 10:12 p.m. and officers were on scene within minutes.
At 10:14 and entered the store approximately 2 minutes later at 10:16.
Police Chief Mark Solesky says multiple victims were found inside, and by the time the suspected shooter was found, he had already killed himself. The scene was declared safe about an hour later. As of Wednesday morning, police say 6 people plus the shooter were dead and 4 others remain in hospital.
The Chesapeake Police SWAT team executed a search warrant at the suspect's residence, and with the help of the Virginia State Police, we cleared the house. We have reason to believe that there's no risk to the public at this time.
Police have not released the names of any of the victims or the shooter, but confirm he used a pistol and was an employee at Walmart. The Associated Press reports he was a store manager and opened fire in the break room. In a statement on Twitter, Walmart said it was shocked at the tragic event and praying for those impacted, adding it was working closely with investigators and supporting their workers.
Nothing like this at all. Nothing like this happens in Chesapeake.
Meanwhile, as police swarmed the store Tuesday night, families rushed to the reunification center and nearby hospital trying to find out what had happened to their loved ones. Deborah Hazlett says her brother was shot and had just started his shift when they got word.
My sister-in-law, my husband, my son, they all were on the computer on an app they're playing some computer games, and when she received the phone call, and then that's when she heard, her panic that, he had been shot.
Now adding to the stress and grief that the city is likely already feeling, earlier this morning there was also reports of an active shooter at a nearby Target, but that was found to be untrue. Meanwhile, Virginia's politicians are reacting to this shooting, and our Bree Season has spoken with several of them, including Governor Glenn Youngkin. And Bree, what did he have to say?
Cameron, many folks right now have a uniform reaction in support of the families and the first responders overnight. But as the morning lights have come up, many of our lawmakers across the state of Virginia in particular are turning their attention to the root causes of these mass shootings. In an appearance on CNN, State Senator Louise Lucas said she's heartbroken the latest mass shooting happened in her district, but she wants action.
We need gun violence prevention in Virginia. And I'll tell you, for all the people who are saying that their hearts and prayers go out to these people, I don't want to hear any more about that until they get serious about gun violence prevention.
Wednesday morning, Senator Tim Kaine echoed that sentiment, tweeting that both Congress and the General Assembly have taken steps, finally, to reduce gun violence. But there is so much more to do. Mark Warner, chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, says he's, quote, sickened by reports of yet another mass shooting, this time at a Walmart in Chesapeake, and that he will be monitoring developments closely.
This is a horrendous event. It's a horrendous, senseless act of violence. And today we have to come around families and support them. There will be time for us to react and better understand.
In a previously scheduled event at Feedmore in Richmond, Governor Youngkin predicted mass shooting investigations across the country will share a common thread.
It is a horrific moment where we see again in the Commonwealth and in Colorado and in Idaho these just stark reminders of senseless, violent crime And so much of it is really a moment to reflect on the state of mind of America and Virginia, and this mental health crisis that we know we are in the middle of.
And another reminder of those shootings, the governor is now ordering that all flags on state buildings be lowered to half-staff until Sunday. So immediately they will come down to half-staff as of right now in remembrance of this mass shooting in Chesapeake, Virginia. Working for you, Bree Season, CBS 6 News.